We've all had it. Dream big, and we're all excited. We're like, yeah, it is good to listen to. It is good to hear someone telling you, dream big. It excites us, but it is easier said than done. Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of Define Your Show, Know Your Identity, with your host, Becky Wenz Nasuna. Here, we believe that our identity is the only thing, like the only prize that we hold, so we got it jealously. And not forgetting, we are still on season 1, standing on business. So today we're going to stand on business with an explanation of our dreams. Sometimes we are taught to dream bigger, but it's better to dream better. A better dream isn't about how big it sounds, but it is about how realistic and doable it is. Sometimes we dream big and instead it feels uncomfortable instead of feeling inspired. For example, you may want to be a millionaire, but you can't even manage 300k. Like when you get a 300k, like you can't do anything like reasonable. So that we should not dream big, but dream better. How are we going to dream better? By breaking that big dream into smaller achievements. Let's start, starting small and grow step by step each and every day. So when we set smaller, realistic and doable goals, it helps us to keep motivated, to keep going, to keep the fire burning. When you set, let me say, you start slowly, like you start with, let me say, a course. Then after doing that course, you accomplish the course, you celebrate yourself, you feel energized and empowered to go on another step. So let's keep our dreams easy and doable. Like I remember one day I was in a mentorship class with our papa. So he told us to write down like how we see ourselves in the next 10 years. So most of us went for like fantasy. We went in a fantasy mood. We started, I want to be a billionaire. In 10 years from now, I'm going to have a mansion. I'm going to be like the biggest person they have ever heard of. That's all we were writing. We were all like, fueled. And we just wrote stuff that I can't even remember right now. But then one of us, like there is one lady, she stood out. When we were sending in our goal list, she sent in so simple things and we all judged her. We all looked at her and we'll be like, what? Like, what is this? They're telling us in 10 years, girl, like, level up, style up. But then, like later, after some good time, I realized that she was dreaming better, not bigger. How? She wrote things like, learn to drive, get a passport, get a permit, finish my university. And it was like, these are obvious things, of course, but when you look at it clearly, like carefully, those are also steps to a big dream. If you want to own cars, of course you're going to learn how to drive them. Yes, drivers are there, but one day you would like to drive, to ride, like to drive the car. So guys, let our dreams be realistic and achievable at a certain point. That Kati, this now I've got, let me say, a driving permit. So yeah, I celebrate that. Then next time I get a passport, I celebrate that. Getting a passport also does not mean that I'm going to fly out tomorrow, but again, I'm ready for any opportunity. What if now someone comes and asks me, do you have a passport? I want to take you, for a vacation, and I don't have a passport. So you see, so like guys, let us break down stuff so that they don't become overwhelming, so that they don't become a burden. Because you're going to always look at that big dream to become a millionaire, and every time you look at your life, your situation, what you're going through, you'll be like, will I reach there? Like, will I ever be there? But when you keep on step by step, start a small business of 50k. Like, there are so many businesses you can start at with a capital 50k, 100k, 200k. Like, do not wait to get like 100 million and then start a business. You want to own a company, start small, because all those big companies you're looking at, like the big buildings that you admire each and every day, they were once small. I remember there is a person who gave us a testimony last time at my church where I fellowship from. He was like, he started his business in his room, his small room, 4 corners, just one single room, and he's seated. So he forms a desk somewhere in a corner and he starts an office. He starts doing the things, and right now he owns a good company. So guys, let us break down our big visions, our big dreams into smaller achievable goals. Okay, is that sinking? Okay, and I would like to end this video by telling you that dreaming big is not the issue. The issue here is dreaming better. Okay, be better at everything you do. Dream better than dreaming big. Bigger may sound scary, but better keeps you going each and every day. I love you so much. I'm your girl, Becky Wenz Nasuna. Do not forget to follow me on my socials, on Instagram at Becky Wenz Nasuna, TikTok at Define New Show, then on Twitter, Becky Wenz Nasuna, and again on YouTube, Define New Show. Do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I love you. Bye-bye. And here on Define You, we believe that your identity is the greatest prize that you hold. And a dream that you grow and a dream that you grow are. Small goals that shape you for big picture. Yay! Bye bye. I love you so much. And do not forget to follow me on my socials. Becky Wenz on Instagram, Becky Wenz Nasuna on TikTok.
Zenda
Cutting